deal with airplane peanuts.
From being listed on Notre Dame's official injury report due to tailgating, to starring in college football commercials alongside his father.
This is Shane Gillis. He's one of our newest donors. His donations do come with some requests. He wants to be able to attend some practices.
Yeah, no problem.
And he also wants his own whistle.
Whistle?
Go!
You ever think about lining them up all on one side?
No, never.
No? Well, give it a shot.
It's safe to say Shane Gillis is one of the biggest ball knowers in all of comedy.
Speaking of ball, though, I gotta address the. Yes, I wore Texas gear in a commercial, dude. So what? Sometimes actors take on roles, dude. I'm actually a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, I'm an actor, dude. It's a Bud Light commercial. I'm acting. I'm a thespian, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
you're playing
pretending.
the role. You got to get deep into the character.
I had to pretend.
And these are 5 of the funniest Shane Gillis pregame tailgating stories told on podcasts so far, starting off with this classic tale from episode 1926 of the Joe Rogan Experience featuring Matt McCusker.
I was gone. It was an all-day tailgate. I was at South Carolina versus Tennessee, and I'm standing there, and there's just a tiny fence between me and the handicap section, and I just stepped over it. No one batted an eye, dude. I was standing there just, for real. I was on the field, dude. I left my friends. They were in the student section. I was just face walking around, and I was like, stepped in, and dude, people were like looking at me like, checks out. Fully checks out. I just,
Yeah, if you just do that.
yeah. I mean, that's my face when I'm blacked out. I was just. People are like, this guy, he's by himself.
Someone just brought you a blanket.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It happened at you get like this. I was at a Bills. Dude, swaying. I was at the Bills game, Bills Steelers this year, and Gabe Davis, he's a wide receiver. He likes comedy and he likes podcasts and all this stuff. So he invited me to the game. I'm at the game. End of the game, he's like, come down here towards the field. He took his jersey off, autographed it, and handed it to me up in the stands.
Whoa.
Dude, it's just me and children. Me and little kids are the only dudes like down there trying to get high fives from the players. This guy hands me his jersey, and people are like, "Oh, it's a guy." Like NFL Films was filming it. Like it was it was like a sweet moment for them to be giving me a jersey, and I was like,
That's wild.
"Yeah!"
Pushing kids out of the
I
way?
think they thought I was a special needs man.
Oh, no.
It was just me and children, dude. It was me and children
my
in the
God.
bleachers, like, high five. Can I get your gloves? Good game. And then the guy gave me his jersey, and they're like, "Nice, congratulations."
Yeah, like that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The second moment on this list comes from episode 518 of MSSP, when Shane Gillis blacked out with Jason Kelsey after Monday Night Football.
I actually had a wild ass week. On Monday, I went to the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
Chris was with me. The Kiss Man joined me to watch the Birds.
Crazy. Yeah.
Watch the Birds suffer a terrible loss.
But they look good.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
The Falcons suck. That was bad. Well, regardless, I thought, it's like we got the table read the next day. You got to take it easy. And then we're leaving, and they're like, "Do you want to meet Jason Kelsey?" I was like, "Yes." So we're talking to him. I'm like, "Why don't you come down to the bar I always go to?" He was like, "Yes." Now, he was pretty sober because he was working.
Yeah.
I was hammered. And then we get to the bar, and it's like, "Let's chug beers. Who can chug faster?" And I lost. So then, obviously, I was like, "Rematch." I lost again, worse. I got obliterated.
Wow.
It was a bad evening.
Dude, he throws him back.
He can throw him back.
Yeah, and you were
I was
3
close.
sheets.
I was right
Yeah.
there. I'll get him next time.
How long did you guys
Lost like
hang
a
out
fool.
there?
I don't know.
Have you talked about the other Bard story or Bonner story? Or do you
Which
not?
one? Oh, no. We don't need to bring that one up. Definitely not bringing that up. That's not good. So that was my Monday. Tuesday we did the table read, and I wasn't that bad.
No, not at all.
I thought
it was entirely. Yeah, I would never have known that you were hungover. And this is what I said to Chris. I was like, he was perfectly pleasant, and Chris was like, "That's the problem. He's low battery." yeah. He's
being
not
nice to
on
everyone.
your ass. Yeah.
Up next is the time Shane went tailgating with the Amish.
Yeah, we tried. I know we tried for a while to get a real Amish or somebody semi-Amish on here, and we couldn't do it.
I was at a football game in Indiana. There's a lot of them in Indiana and Ohio, too. These dudes were just on Rumspringa tailgating with us.
Wow.
And they were getting wrecked, dude. And they were jacked from all the work. Just getting hammered. Just idiots. They were dumb.
Oh, they could build a birdhouse with their tongue,
Building
dude.
everything. And they speak with a crazy accent.
Really?
I can't even do it. I don't know. They call us the English.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
weird.
So they don't look at, so do they look at themselves as even like I mean, I guess they look at themselves as human, yeah.
For sure.
And they look at themselves as religious, but they don't look at themselves as like English or anything.
No, they think we're the English. Wow. And they're the, I don't know what they are, Germans?
Damn.
Yeah, they're wrong.
Yeah.
They're just wrong across the board, dude.
Before we see the next Shane Gillis tailgating story, it's time to hear a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Thanks to DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's video. Football season is finally back in full swing, and we've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook to make this year even more electric. Right now, new customers who bet $5 get $200 instantly in bonus bets if you sign up using promo code JOKEWORLD. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bet on a DraftKings same-game parlay for a chance at an even bigger payout, or bet live on an in-progress game if you'd like. They got it all. Also, if sports betting is not yet legal in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all of the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Again, that's promo code JOKEWORLD, joke spelled like the word joke and world spelled like WRLD, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Now back to the video. Now back to Shane's funniest tailgating moments for the legend of Alabama Jones and Matt's big kick.
If I made it, oh, that'd have been awesome.
That was like, so when I was on my way there, and I hit up McAfee because I don't know, I want to get the bros on
for sure.
And I was like, the only thing I can think of is if Matt kicks a field goal, he'll do it. You know what I mean? Like anybody else would be like, no. So I was like, Matt's gonna do it, and Matt's gonna try his hardest. And there's gonna be there's no pressure. Like he's gonna just be like, I'm gonna do my best.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, I know.
When I was on the flight, I got the text and I was like, wow, all right. I'm just gonna look at that ball and kick it as hard as I can.
Did you know that that's what it was gonna be like?
No,
like
I didn't know it at all.
Thousands of people.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
Millions of people watching.
No clue until I got there, and then you were like, "Dude, it's like a big show," and I was like, "Right on," and I just stuck to my guns. I told you, and I for real, especially the moment of kicking it, I had zero nerves.
I get so nervous on those things.
I mean, yeah, maybe I just dissociated. It makes total sense.
That's why I spazzed and talked shit on Saban, like because he was like, "What do you think about the game?" And I was like, "I don't know. Nick Saban cheated." It was just a full spaz.
It was so good though.
I mean, I'd like to explain that. After I said that, we had to go into the stadium to sit at the desk, which is where he wasn't with us when I said it the first time.
Yeah.
So then I got in there, and right before we go on, he looks at me and he's like, "I heard what you said." And I was like, holy shit. And then Herb Street and McAfee were like, he's just breaking your balls, dude. He loves messing with guys. Like, he's literally just with you. And I was like, oh, all right. I'll with him back. We can around. So then I would have never done that if I thought he was serious. And then as soon as we get done, I tell Herb Street and McAfee, I'm like, bro, he was definitely serious. And they were like, no way he was serious. Go talk to him. So I went up to him after and he was like, you think the SEC dominated because we cheated? That's bullshit. And he spazzed on me.
Weren't you helping him?
But then, so he was still on the stage and I was on the field. So after he yelled at me, I had to help him down. And he looked around to see if anybody else could help him, but I had to help him down. And yeah, I felt really bad about that.
I mean, it's got to be crazy too because how old is he?
I think he's probably 70.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
He might be older.
Well, I didn't know too because I saw him on the screen. I didn't know who he was, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you should start wearing a hat. Like, you look
73." Yeah,
I'm like, you could really step into that look,
that hat,
into his couture, the whole thing.
Next time I do game day, I'm dressing exactly like him. I'm wearing the hat.
I didn't realize that was like a legendary coach.
He's the greatest coach of all time.
So from him, it must be like, you go on those shows. It's like, all right, time to get fucking high-fived, attaboy, and you get.
Dickhead shows up.
I mean, we do roast the ones we love, though, dude.
We do only. We only roast the ones we love.
It's so funny though to be a 70-year-old man just in like the twilight of your years, your legacy, and then just be like, dude, your hat's gay.
Your hat's gay and you cheated.
You were just an agent of karma. There had to have been something. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I'm saying there's got to be just like there was some kind of equation that needed to be balanced cosmically, and you were just there. Know. You were there on time.
I think I kind of was right, though. Now that the SEC isn't the only conference that can pay players.
Yeah. That was the other thing, too. It's well known, right? That, like, a lot of people were...
it's not... So that's the thing, I think. A lot of the coaches can distance themselves from it. Mm-hmm. Be like, we didn't pay players. I don't know how all these guys got Dodge Chargers, but I didn't fucking do it.
And the final moment on this list went on to become a joke in his act on stage, the infamous Notre Dame field trip story from Shane's youth.
So every year, me and my friends would go out to Notre Dame. My dad would take us to the Notre Dame spring game.
Okay.
But my dad, he drinks a little bit, so he would occasionally get drunk and invite a guy from like the Knights of Columbus to be like, you want to come to Notre Dame with me and my friend? But for real, we would rent a van and me and like 10 of my friends. So there's 10 of us. We're all in 7th grade.
Wow.
And then my dad and like 3 other guys that are drunk dudes. So they take us to Notre Dame. We get in a hotel room. One of the guys my dad invited, he's this like old dude. Blacked out at the bar, and they had to take him home.
Oh, God.
So they take him home, throw him on the bed in one of the rooms we have, and then they go back to the bar. Then me and my friends are like, let's with this guy a little bit. So we're slapping him, screaming in his face, shit like that. He's not waking up. He's not waking up. Dude, we set an alarm clock next to his head and set it for a minute later and turned the lights off. And everybody hid. It's one of my happiest memories.
That's great. I thought you were going to say you jerked off
But
on
then,
him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then, no, we didn't jerk off on him.
Okay.
But we jerked off. Everybody whacked off while he was asleep. Dude, this guy was passed out laying in
When
bed.
you say everybody, how many kids?
8 dudes.
Oh.
eight 7th graders.
Oh, this guy missed
Whack it
out.
up. This guy's
all around him like a
all
seance?
around. It was. Dude, he was asleep. A dude was next to him in the bed, and his body was shaking.
Oh, no. Was it hard to get off with that old guy there?
I did. It was
I guess it's
7th grade.
Yeah, he's so keyed up.
Oh my god.
But then everybody comes. Everybody, well, yeah.
Yeah, we finished.
Some people might have faked it. We get done. The room, by the way, the room stinks. Jizz, dude. Just BO and jizz from 7th graders.
I saw that Capri Sun.
And then my buddy goes, all right, so as soon as we got done coming, everyone was like, all right, let's keep with this old guy. Dude, my buddy shoved his hand in his ass.
What?
So he pulled his pants down. No, not like, look, pillow, it was just a crease. It wasn't in the hole. It was a crease.
I get that.
He gave him a credit card swipe, but that's what woke him up, dude. He was like, oh, shit.
I'm telling you, it's better than smelling salts.
Dude,
The ass
he woke up.
puncture.
He woke up. He was like, you kids got problems. What the fuck? He kicked us out and then locked the door. He was blacked out. He was shit-faced. And then he went back to sleep, but his pants were still down at his ankles. Porn's still on the TV. Everywhere. We go down to the front desk. We're in Mishawaka, Indiana. We go down to the front desk and ask the dude, like, can you let us back in? Our uncle locked us out, and he was like, all right.
Oh,
There's
nice.
9 boys.
Yeah.
There's 7 boys. Like, can you let us back in? So he's like, all right. So he lets us in, opens the door, the smell. And then he opens the door, and there's an old man with his pants down asleep. And he's like, can you let us back in? All right, yeah, go ahead. Let us back in. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh my god, what a night.
Thank you for watching this entire video all the way down to the bone right here on Joke World. If you're still watching at this point, that probably means you love comedy and football, which sounds like my kind of guy. So go ahead and leave your team in the comments below. College, NFL, unless you root for Kansas City or Michigan, then actually unsubscribe. I'm being completely serious. I don't want your business. I don't need your business, you f***ing p***. And for more Best of Shane Gillis videos, check out the end screen right now.
At Joke World. That's it, at Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.